I think what could be very exciting about the chapter that Under the Radar is about to take, with Dave Trout basically just taking it and just really it being 100% his project and his baby. And let's face it, it always was, but he just was under this other umbrella. And so I think whenever something comes out of kind of a safe place into like a more wide open kind of scenario, I don't know, it just seems like there is risk, but with risk comes like, the chance for like maybe some unexpected like things to happen, and some unexpected growth that might come along for him in terms of like just risk that he has to take to make it work. And
the problem is because that bar of entry has gotten so low, it's so easy for anybody to make music and get it out there. That means that the haystack of junk is enormous and the needles are harder to find than ever. So it's kind of ironic that with increased access has come to increased chaos, and we need things like Under the Radar that will help people find really good, interesting music. Things like that are what we call curators. They're trusted voices, and as the chaos piles up, we need more trusted voices, not fewer trusted voices. And I think Dave and what's going on with Under the Radar is one of those trusted voices. So I encourage everybody to support it and get the word out about it. We need niche things like this, and I'm excited to see it expand and grow and accomplish things that will shock even the people behind it, because I know that that's what's happened throughout my life when God breathes in a certain direction and you find yourself caught up in it. Things like dollars and things like websites are not a big deal. It's about the people behind it.
Well, different music speaks to different people.
Yeah.
And there are going to be some people who can relate to the music that Under the Radar plays better than potentially any other radio station. And I know that it connects with us personally. We're fans of the music they play, and they also happen to play our music, which is very nice.
Yeah, probably about 3.5 years ago, maybe, Dave started playing the music from Faint Not, and we saw a huge difference in our fan base. Like it grew exponentially. iTunes sales, people coming out to shows. We have a huge Chicago fan base now. We can tour there. They've helped us set up shows. He's probably set up 10 shows for us at this point.
Yeah, it's been amazing.
The amazing thing about Under the Radar is that it continues to shine a light on artists and music that might not have had as big of a platform, had the opportunity to be accessible to so many fans. And Under the Radar has brought them to the surface and helped them create a bigger platform. And we all need that. Christian music needs that, artists need that, and we need Under the Radar.
And so I think it's pretty crucial from a spiritual standpoint that these songs that are speaking so specifically to the loneliness that we all feel, or the voices that we hear in our head, whatever it may be, those songs have a platform too. Not just the songs that are going to be the ones that are these big rallying anthems, but the ones that really dig in deep, specifically to people's sorrow, their hurt, and their hope too, for that matter. And so I love that Dave is providing a platform for those kinds of songs.
And suddenly this world of Christian music that moved beyond the radios, music that I'd scoffed at, now was this place of beauty and wonder and worship. And that's what Under the Radar has been for me and for the students at the University of Northwestern. It's not a music program, but this place of discovery, a showcase of God's great creativity in His people. It's where we uncovered Josh Garrels and Eric Peters and Jason Gray, or Down Here, and just tons of others. A program that explores the grand gravity and gladness of God's great design in art and music, radio. This place where we get to borrow a phrase from Andrew Peterson from one of his liner notes, that we're reminded daily that we're both far from glory yet meant for it.
And so I really, really appreciate Dave Trout and Under the Radar and what he represents for music in a faith-based community.
And so I'm excited for the new chapter, and I'm excited to see what God brings to them. And so I hope that you just consider partnering with them. They've been a huge part of our community, and I'm looking forward to what they're going to do next.
It's so great to see all these artists and folks turning up to support Under the Radar in this new phase. And we hope we can be there for Dave and Under the Radar, because they've been here for us so faithfully over the past 4 or so years.
You to please join me in supporting Under the Radar, the relaunch of Under the Radar. Under the Radar is not something that we have to do. Really understand that Under the Radar is not something we have to do. It's something that we get to do. So let's do it. Support Under the Radar.